After someone spray painted anti-Semitic symbols at a Jewish synagogue. The vandalism included a swastika on what looks to be a Nazi flag. This happened at Congregation Shaarey Tefilla near 116th Street and Shelbourne.
Burn marks from a fire and Nazi flags along with iron crosses spray painted on the building by vandals. After looking at security cameras, synagogue officials say this happened late Friday night into early Saturday morning.
Meanwhile, the vice president weighing in on Twitter saying, quote, "I am sick and appalled by the cowardly act of vandalism." Meanwhile, Governor Eric Holcomb also commenting on the incident this evening, saying, quote, "The cowards responsible for these crimes always hide from public scrutiny precisely because they know their actions will be soundly rejected by their neighbors and are not consistent with who we are as a society. We will work to help find those responsible and hold them accountable to the fullest extent of the law."
At the end of January, we learned that Indiana would remain one of just 5 states without a hate crime law. The push to adopt one failed once again in a Senate committee. The chairman decided not to take a vote because of disagreements over the wording.
President of the congregation, Corey Friedman, says they're working with police, and secondly, they want to spread awareness.
We are geared, one, to solve the crime. We want that taken care of. We want to use this as an educational opportunity. A lot of people will dismiss there isn't such hate out there. And we know, you can see it in so many places, unfortunately it still exists. And this is evidence of it.
After seeing these images, support has poured in throughout the state.
The entire Jewish community, as well as the entire interfaith community, has reached out to us and given us a tremendous amount of support.
For the vandals, Friedman says he just wants to understand why.
There's no value in this kind of hatred. There's no value in this kind of vandalism.
Vandalism itself, which is actually on both sides of the structure here, has now been covered up. And when I talked to leadership, they said that this wasn't necessarily of anything that they were trying to hide, but they say more than anything, they wanted to preserve this, particularly for evidence, to help the police investigation. An incident that was, at least they say, captured at least partially on video surveillance. So right now they're looking for the possibility of 2 individuals that could be responsible for this. And they say that when they came out, saw this initially, they got the call late Friday night. This was into Saturday morning. They came out, took a look.
The synagogue members say the reaction now is
different
than it would have been decades ago.